Hello, son of God. This is your awakening, and you're my brother. We're the same. I'm your brother with your mind, okay? And we are minds, we are thought of gods, we are not bodies, nobody's a body here, everybody's trapped within this dream due to the fact that he's hostage to the ego. The ego has disordered your thoughts, and they made this illusion, this one-dimensional time that never happened. But as long as minds believe in that, there it is. As long as mind cherishes those disordered thoughts of the ego that appear to change forms all the time, but the content is exactly the same. Here it is, the illusion, and here we are, me and you, we are here to bring the end of time. Your awakening, your salvation is the end of time and the end of death. That's the gift you offer everyone. But first, you have to return to the Father. You have to return to the Eternal, and that is the first thing we have to do at this moment together. I choose your freedom, and you set me free, because we are just the same. You always meet yourself here in this illusion, in this time and space, which is the same illusion. So you have to realize that each situation you enter is a joining of thoughts, nothing more. You are mind, but there is an error in your mind at this moment, the error of the disruption of communication, which is the ego, which uses your mind, and because you believe in that, it makes disordered thoughts, which create those images, which are changing forms, and it manipulates you by using the body that is a result, a whole of flesh around your mind, a result of those insane thoughts, or a tiny mad idea of corruption, which of course has been answered and completed already by that answer is completed already, because the will of the Prime Creator is not in time, and that answer is Christ in the heaven of your holy mind. And you have to realize that the ego tricks you, but everything is an idea. That idea can be an idea of true creation based on love, you, son of God, a thought of God, but it can also be an illusion. You can either create, your mind can either create or make illusions. Here we are, the disordered thoughts, but don't be manipulated by the form. The form is just an effect of a disordered thought that is causeless. Okay, that's the truth. Never happened. It's just a veil. So get up. Get up. Because all power lies in your mind. You are mind. You're not the brain. You're not the body. The brain and the body is the same thing. Nothingness, a whole of flesh around your mind. Nothingness. Nothingness. Limitation upon communication. Limitation upon love. And you have to realize that you taught yourself the most unnatural habit of not communicating with your Creator. Yet you remain in close communication with Him, because the Holy Spirit is here. It is in your mind. His purpose is to bridge you from the illusions to the truth. So to change that idea of corruption in your mind, that error in your mind, to correct it, to heal it through the miracles. The Holy Spirit is the mechanism of miracles, and the atonement of Christ is where the miracles are coming from, through the power of God, of course, because all power is of God. And you have taught this most unnatural habit on how to not communicating with God, and the Holy Spirit is here to help you unlearn isolation through His loving guidance, and learn of all the happy communication that you have thrown away but could not lose. You who speak in dark and devious symbols, you who speak in dark and devious symbols, do not understand the language you have made. It has no meaning, for its purpose is not communication. If the purpose of the language is communication, how can this tongue mean anything? Yet even this strange and twisted effort to communicate through not communicating holds enough love to make it meaningful. Even this strange and twisted effort to communicate through not communicating holds enough love to make it meaningful. If its interpreter is not its maker, if its interpreter is not its maker, you who made it are but expressing conflict from which the Holy Spirit would release you. You who made it are but expressing conflict from which the Holy Spirit would release you. The Holy Spirit would teach you that conflict is meaningless. That's all. Don't look at it for answers. There is no answer there. The fight is always, the war is always between two illusions. Truth stands above the background. And whoever is full in power, whoever is whole, why should he attack to lose his wholeness? Only weakness attacks, and weakness of the ego. And not of God, of course. And he would release you from that conflict. The Spirit will release you from that conflict, and he will interpret your language to you with perfect clarity, for he knows with whom you are in perfect communication. You know not what you say, and so you not know what is said to you. Yet your interpreter perceive true meaning in your alien language. He will not attempt to communicate the meaningless, but he will separate out all that has meaning, dropping off the rest and offering your true communication to those who would communicate as truly with you. You speak two languages. You speak two languages at once at this moment. That's why you're in conflict. But what you do not realize is one means nothing and the other is everything. If one means nothing and the other everything, only that one that means everything is possible for communication, okay? For purposes of communication. So the other, they go, but interferes with it. The Holy Spirit's function is entirely communication, and his purpose in your mind is to remove everything that is in interference with that communication. This is a journey of awakening. It seems like time is moving forward, but no, time is ending. Time has an end, it's ending, and you're awakening. It's all about dropping off what you're not, because you are in a dream outside of your mind. And the truth is that you're a perfect creation of a perfect creator, limitless, joy, peace, love, eternal, changeless, Spirit, Son of God, forever extending, self-extending, self-encompassing. You create with the full power of the Prime Creator. You are everything. That's the truth. But right now, you are hostage to the ego, and there is so much obscurity between the power of God in you, in your mind, and what you believe you are at this moment, this human nothingness. You've fallen. Okay, and the journey is one of your awakening. And salvation is only of the mind and for the mind. And salvation is in your mind. It is the thought you share at this moment with the mind of God. We'll speak about it in upcoming video about salvation, because it's only within you. And your job is to keep no source of interference from his side. Just give it to him. Stop hiding your darkness, your fear. Give it all to him. Stop. You have guardians in those dark corners of the ego that literally guard nothing. But as long as you have those guardians there in your ego, you're afraid to look at them, and you don't give them to the Holy Spirit, you lose everything, because you don't let the light get in. Let the light get in. Play yourself, the presence. the awareness, that part that didn't change at all since the moment of your birth, the noticer behind the thoughts. That's what you are, nothing else. The prison is of your mind, thoughts, emotions, space, time, all thoughts that appear as images, and all human emotions, all body level thoughts and emotions are the same prison. It all begins from your thoughts, though. So let the light get in and see that you are slave to nothing, that for so long you have been slave to death, slave to pain, to nothingness, purposeless, causeless, without effects, illusions, because you were so afraid to let the light get in. You are so afraid of the light. So you are scared of the known and you're afraid of the light. That's the truth. But now, and the now is your freedom. Peace and glory. Say it everywhere.